Everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Here we are, back, Monday. So, for today, here is what I want you to do. I want you to watch this video. I want you to go back to the assignment that's called Dystopian Fiction Ponies Part 1. There you wrote a response about a portion of the story. I had you write down your thoughts about it, the story Ponies. Then I want you to respond to 3 of your classmates' responses on that thread. Not on this one. Go back to that thread and respond there. All right, and I want you to model your responses after the 3 people you saw on the video, this video. All right, so here's, this is what I responded when I read that first part of Ponies. I wrote, "In this world, girls invite each other to parties, just like our world. What's kind of weird about it is that they send invitations with ponies having their horns cut off. I see she is invited to a party, and apparently in this world, everybody has a pony. Are the other girls supposed to represent the popular girls? I guess to be popular in this world, they have to like you and your pony." All right, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you 3 people responded to what I wrote, and I'm going to show you what their responses are, so that you can kind of have an idea of what you might say, for responses for each other. All right, so here's one response, and this one's from Mr. Tortellini, so let's take a look and see what he had to say.
Hello, everyone. Mr. Tortellini here, and I'm going to respond to some of Mr. Winnick's ratings here. Now, he was talking about some crazy story name called Ponies, where these girls had ponies and they got invited to a party. So here's what I think. I can really connect to what Mr. Winnick's saying about the weird invitations and how it's weird, like everyone has a pony. It's just like everyone having a dog, right? I mean, that wouldn't be weird. Everyone has dogs, but to all have a pony and to get invited to a party, I think that was important to point that out. So I like that part. All right, I hope everyone's doing well, and when I can do my part again, you guys will see me again. All right, over and out there, Mr. Tortellini signing off.
All right, very good. So there he was, and I think he made a good point. He responded to what I wrote, and he told me what he thought about it. All right, so next we have somebody else that responded to what I wrote, and here he is.
Everyone, it's me, Batman. And I was reading the story Ponies, and I want to respond to what Mr. Winnick wrote. Now, I think it was important that he pointed out that they called the people at the party the other girls. To me, that seems symbolic, just like I'm symbolic, because I'm Batman, and I represent, I don't really know what I represent bats, I guess, but when we get to this story, the darkness, right? The dark hero, that's who I am, right? Batman. So the other girls represent all the girls that you want to be popular with, right? I can't help but wonder if later in this story they'll have different names that will also have some symbolic meaning. So that is my response. I can't wait to read the rest of this story. I'm really enjoying it. This is Batman signing out.
All right, so that was pretty scary. There was Batman, and then he responded to what I wrote. And then one other person responded, and here he is.
Howdy, partner. It's your old pal Tex here. And I was reading the story of Ponies that Mr. Winnick was reading, and I also listened to his response, and I had a couple of things I want to say about that response. I definitely agree that little girls do like to be popular and accepted. We here in the Texas, we also want to be popular and accepted, and I want my friends to invite me to parties just like the little girl was invited. But where I come from, we all have ponies, only we call them horses. They're a little bigger than ponies. But I like the story so far, and I like what Mr. Winnick is pointing out. So, carry on. Oh, wait, who's that little boy back there? Oh, no. good. Let me finish with the video. All right, talk to you later, kids.
Okay, so they all responded to what I wrote, and now I want you guys to go and respond to each other. So go into that assignment called Dystopian Fictions Ponies Part 1. Respond to 3 of your classmates' responses over on that thread. And you can model your responses after the people you just saw. Be polite. Tell the people what you agree with, what you disagree with, and why. All right? So that's how we have a nice discussion. We're all one big giant discussion group here. All right? Any questions, just let me know, and I will answer them throughout the day. All right. Talk to you later. Oops. I signed out in the wrong one. Hold on. And cut.